morning, hump day. It's Wednesday. It's the Bubba Show. So, where are we? Well, we've got some more news coming out today, and I kind of want to talk about trading around the news. And we've got the beige book today. That could be a very big number. It's not a beige book. It's some economic numbers that come out that affect interest rates and affect what's going on. Now, if you've been watching and you've been seeing, the interest rate market has been coming in. Why? Because the Fed is right now on the sidelines and hasn't been buying treasuries. Why? Because they're waiting now again until the sellers come in and sell them back down to support levels. And this is how the markets always function. But when we look at news and we're trading news, we don't care what the news is going to be. The charts will play out the news long before the news actually hits the street. Something that you have to learn and get inside of your head, that the news is played out in the charts. Traders and funds, they expect what the news is going to be. The only time the news will drive the markets if the news is totally off balance or totally unexpected. But if you think, if a market is going down and the news is going to be bad, the only thing that will really drive that market if the news is way out of whack. And very rarely in today's times are numbers that way out of whack. And this is what we have to focus on, which is why it always comes back down to the trading of your own charts. Okay? It doesn't matter what anything else shows you. What matters is that what the charts tell you. The footprints of the market lead the news. And this is something that's very important to you as a trader, is to understand that news is news. Now, there are a couple of big numbers that do come out, but typically, if you've noticed, and if you've been paying attention, when the market was going up and nobody cared about BAS, it was ignored, it was swept under the carpet. The last few weeks before the rally before Thanksgiving, nobody cared about good news. Okay? The only real news that has any major effect on a market that is not necessarily accounted for right away in the charts is if it's a fundamental news bomb. For example, in oil, when the Mideast was under a little bit of siege where we got a spike. Now, but I could have told you that there was trouble in the Mideast. Once I saw the spike, I knew what it came from. It wasn't from a breakout. Okay? And we're going to find out that last Friday, when gold had a major spike, that there was a reason. Okay? We'll find that. It'll come out that there was a major news reason why gold rallied $15 a contract all in about 30 seconds. Okay? I haven't seen the news yet, but it'll be something. And that's what you want to focus on. That's why we don't worry about that. That's why we always have our stops in place, is to not to worry about those things, because they do happen. Okay? You can be on the wrong side. And when you're on the wrong side, your stop takes you out. But don't be involved in so much of what the news is. It's nice to understand it, and you want to know when it's coming, because it can show you some herky-jerky movement. But really, it shouldn't affect the style of trade, other than earnings, which we really can't account for. And earnings will typically come out after or before the market is open, so there's nothing you can do, so your stops aren't there to protect you. The rest of the news, most of it comes out during market hours where it gives you a time. And that's how we trade the news. Remember, Bubba's Picks, still on fire. Remember, the Bubba Show for Wednesday. See you Thursday. Have a great day.